Don L. Good, friend, motivator, innovator, leader to education and livestock, stockman, but most of all to me, a distinguished person.
You know, young men and young women have to have opportunity. And what you have to do is to do the best you can, the talents that you have.
His discipline was always the greatest. He had that ability to know when to be tough, and he could be tough. He knew when to laugh.
And it's always bothered me that when people who had talents did not fulfill and use those talents. That's the reason why I probably drove students when I was a teacher. I found that as a department head, professional people are a little more difficult to drive than students.
If Don Good had gone into the automobile business, we'd probably be importing fewer cars today. If he'd gone into the steel business, we might have a steel industry in this country. But fortunately for those of us in agriculture and interested in livestock, Don Good came our way.
It tells a lot about Don Good when he fought for the battle of naming the department here at Kansas State. I think it's probably the only department in the United States that is named Animal Sciences and Industry. His work was for others. A top staff in animal science at KSU, a new and renovated Weber Hall, the Livestock and Meat Industry Council, the International Meat and Livestock Program are Don Good accomplishments that will benefit mankind down the road.
I want to tell you right now that Don has lived the whole time he's been here at Kansas State with the theory that we in the animal science department serve the people of the state of Kansas.
And if there's one characteristic about my dad that I could emulate in the future, I think all of you have called it mostly enthusiasm, but I have a word for it and I call it passion.
He practiced the motto of learning by doing. Dad and Mom both taught us that there are many things that you cannot do in life, but you can always be an honest person with high integrity.
He said, I want you there to work with those students, not only in the classroom, but when you're outside the classroom as well, setting the example for them that they need to follow.
Not always can you get things done, but I would say this. The Animal Science and Industry Department staff that we have, they're dedicated and they're interested in what they're doing. And as Miles said, I think primarily, the students only come by once. And if we fail the students when they come by at this institution, then we've muffed the ball.
I'm not only pleased tonight to reflect on the life of a man who's helped to shape the lives of so many others, including myself, but also to honor another man whose academic advising and life's example have had such a tremendous and lasting impact on the Animal Science Department at Kansas State and through animal agriculture throughout the nation. That man, I'm happy to say, is Dr. Miles McKee.
Dr. McKee was born on October 8, 1929, near Cottonwood Falls, Kansas. He came to Kansas State in the fall of 1947 to major in animal husbandry. While at Kansas State, he was a member of Block and Bridle, Blue Key, Farmhouse Fraternity, and was a member of the 1950 National Champion Livestock Judging Team coached by Dr. Don Good. Dr. Good encouraged Miles to complete his PhD, which he earned in 1968. Upon returning to KSU, Miles taught thousands of students in beef production, pregnancy diagnosis, and introductory animal science. Dr. McKee's greatest impact at Kansas State was his outstanding academic advising. Along with Dr. Good, he laid the foundation and culture of our department for student service and success. Miles looked for the best in students. Miles never gave up on any student.
Well, first of all, Dr. McKee has been a part of my family's life forever. I've never not known who Dr. McKee was. And I remember judging under him as a 4-H'er, and when we would find out that he was judging, my parents would always make sure that I was wearing purple because we always understood that that was his favorite color. Maybe it helped sometimes. But then when I got into college, he was just a big part of my college career, but also he was the sole reason that I graduated from Kansas State. And there's a backstory there, but I'll just go on with just saying that he is the one who signed the final document that helped me get out of college. And Dr. Good and Dr. McKee in the same sentence with K-State are just two bigger than life people. And I'm so proud to have you, Dr. McKee, receive this award in honor of Dr. Good.
Miles was actually my advisor in 1965, and I saw firsthand what he's capable of doing in connecting with students, and he did a tremendous job. Every time you went to see Miles, he always had a smile on his face, and he always was concerned for the well-being of his students. And there are many people here today, I think, that would attest to that. So it turned out to be somewhat of a no-brainer, I think, for the inaugural recipient of this award to be Dr. Miles McKee, and we're so happy and proud to present this to him for his achievements over his lifetime and to be a reflection of the impact that Don Good had on Miles and all the rest of the many, many students that graduated at Kansas State University.
I consider myself truly blessed to have been hired by Dr. Don Good and mentored by Miles McKee. Through the many years I worked with Miles, I often heard him repeat a quote, I think attributed to Ben Franklin. And that quote is, "What I am to be, I am now becoming." Miles, thanks to you and Don, we've all become better people. Congratulations on this well-deserved award.